So I have decided to share with you some valuable design tips. You can make use of these steps using almost any application, from Microsoft Word and PowerPoint to the more powerful Adobe package. Be sure to make notes. You will be amazed as to how far these simple tips will aid you in effective designs. The first step that I would like to share with you is to limit your typefaces to only using 2. If you use too many typefaces, it will distract from your original message and your audience will focus more on the type used than the actual message. With this said, it is also a good idea to combine 2 contrasting typefaces. One interesting display typeface for headings and a transparent typeface for body copy. Looking at this example on the right, it is quite easy to see that too many typefaces do not communicate effectively. All 4 of these typefaces compete equally for attention and they just don't work together. This option, however, communicates way more effectively. It is the exact same message presented differently. The background also does not fight for attention, but helps your text to stand out. The second tip is one that a lot of beginners tend to fear: white space. White space is an element that should be utilized and not filled. Don't be scared of large open spaces. Instead, have your design elements fit nicely with your white space. White space helps to create emphasis, and a lack of white space actually creates chaos and visual disturbance. The second example is way more relaxing on the eye and communicates the message way more effectively. There is actually no excuse to warp or distort a picture. Don't warp your images under any circumstances. Nothing says amateur as much as a distorted or warped photograph. There is a simple way to avoid this, and this technique works in almost all applications. If you simply hold down the Shift key and drag one of the corners of your design, you should retain its proportions. The first key you should press when resizing is Shift, and the last key to release is also Shift. Releasing Shift too early will result in image distortion. Pixilation is the process of forcing a too small image or very low quality image into your design. Even if you think the image looks perfect, if it pixelates, don't use it under any circumstances. Instead, rather get a high quality image. There are a couple of websites where you can download good quality images from, so instead make use of them. Please just read the fine print, as you will most of the times need to give credit. You got it for free after all, so the least you can do is to give credit where it's due. Pixabay and Freepik are very popular stock websites where there are some great content for you to download free of charge. Our last tip is to make use of contrast. Be careful of little contrast, especially when it comes to text. The most important function for text is to be legible. So contrast by using either size or color, or even both, is key. Having said all this, please be careful of using too vibrant colors on top of each other as well, as this can exhaust your viewer. As with reading the second example, the content is a lot easier. Don't force poor design onto your viewer.